Hi, it's Andrew here from Underground Training, and if you want to talk to somebody that knows how the industry works, the phone number's at the end of the video. How would I get a mining job today using all my knowledge of being in the industry for the last 30 years? It's a good question. So the best advice that I ever got to get a mining job was to go where the employers have got no choice but to hire new starters and then give them what they want. In today's mining environment, the place the employers have got no choice but to hire new starters is in all the gold and copper mines around the country. So now that we've worked out that hard rock underground in the gold and copper mines are the places that we're going to be looking for these jobs, we need to work out what we're going to do to get the job. So it's not just a matter of just pitching up to Kalgoorlie and trying to get a job. If you do that, chances are you're going to fail spectacularly. So you've got to go where the jobs are. So places like Kalgoorlie and Mount Isa in the middle of New South Wales and South Australia, they're all places that have got mines that are looking for people, but you have to give them what they want, somebody that knows how their mine works. And the easiest way to do that is to use our DIY, do-it-yourself Introduction to Underground Mining course. It teaches you everything that the employers want you to know. So it runs through completely how we drill it, how we blast it, how we bog it out, how we make the headings, turn them into stopes and backfill it all with paste and leave it how we found it. And it just goes through exactly what you're going to be learning on site. So it talks about scaling and surviving the first 12 months, and it goes through the full mining cycle. And then if we move over to the nipper one, the nipper duties course, it talks about watering down and what the different duties of the nipper is going to be. And we talk about cap lamp signals and pooled water and signage and isolation, tagging, stench gas, self-rescuers, the tag board, pre-start meetings. It goes through everything. And then with the truck course, goes into operating the truck, driving it down the decline, driving it up the decline, getting a load, tells you how not to piss off the bogger operators and where you're going to park and how you're going to park and why you're going to be under a loading bay, and just goes through the whole job so you can have a proper conversation with the foreman in the interview about what's going to be expected of you on site. You can just click on Seek and type underground in, and then you will see all the jobs come up, and there's jobs everywhere. That's Adelaide, New South Wales, WA again, New South Wales, WA, Queensland, Queensland, Victoria. There's just jobs all over the country. WA. It's where the employers need people and it's where the jobs are. And to get one of these jobs, you just need to educate yourself. If you educate yourself and follow the instructions, it's the easiest way to get yourself one of these jobs. I wouldn't be worrying about shutdown work or utility work or bus driving work. Anybody tells you that you just got to get your foot in the door with one of these jobs, they're telling you to go the long way round. It's really hard to move from one of those utility or shutdown or civil construction jobs into an actual production mining job. If you want a production mining job, and that's where all the jobs are at the moment, that's the area of the industry that you need to start in. Remember, the best advice is to go where the employers have got no choice but to hire new starters. That's all your hard rock underground gold mines around the country, and then give them what they want, somebody that knows how their mine works. If you can talk to them about refuge chambers and stench gas and cap lamp signals and tell them what a heading and what a stope is, just puts you 6 to 8 weeks ahead of everybody else that they're interviewing for these jobs, and ultimately that's how you're going to get your start in the industry. But like I tell people, we're not a tick and flick course, we're an old-fashioned study course. You've got to learn the information for it to be effective. But if you do, you've got something to offer the employers. It's $495. It's going to teach you everything they want you to know, and it's going to let you work out whether you think that mining's going to be for you or not. We get a lot of people that do the training that decide that mining's not going to be for them. And if you do the training and decide that mining's not going to be for you, you've probably saved yourself the worst 12 months you're going to have in your life, because what people do is they relocate to an area like Kalgoorlie from somewhere else in the country, so they quit their job, move across the country, only to get there and work out that mining's not going to be for them, and then they have to go home with their tail between their legs and try and pick their life back up and go again. If you can work out before you even do any of that whether it's going to be for you or not, it's going to make all the difference. And if mining is going to be for you, then you've got the template and the pathway to actually go and get yourself a job. Everything in the training will help you get a job. So that's what I'd do. I'd target the areas of the industry that I know that absolutely need people. I'd educate myself to how it works in that area of the industry, and then I'd hunt down my job. At the moment, that's on all your gold and copper mines around the country. So I hope you found that information helpful. And if you want to learn more about the training, check it out at undergroundtraining.com.au. And if you want to talk to somebody that knows how it all works, the phone number's at the end of the video.